everybody, I'm Victoria, that's Dusty, and that's Evelyn, and we are here to start an I Capture the Castle reading vlog. So there's a readathon that's happening this week starting today. Today is Sunday, June 14th, and 4 booktubers have made this really amazing and fun read-along that I just had to participate in. And they have a bingo card as well, and this is hosted by Angie, Rainey, Tia, and Emily, and they're all just wonderful ladies, and so I'm really excited to participate and to chat with them about this book. I actually bought this book for my mom a few years back, but then I had never actually read it myself, but I had heard good things about it. I don't know if my mom has ever read it actually, but at least I will read it, and I will let my mom know if it's good and if she should read it. But I have a feeling I'm gonna like this a lot. It seems like a book that's right up my alley. So I'm also, we've got some growling happening because my cat is right there, and Evelyn does not like the cat. She's a little bit, oh, you hear that? Some anger right there. But they have to work it out amongst themselves. Are you good? Are you good? Okay, she's fine. I'm also in the middle of reading The Way of Kings. If you're wondering about this crazy tabbing situation, look, there's a system. I have it under control. I know it looks like a hot mess right now, but I have a plan, so don't worry. I've got this. Joking aside, I'm one of the co-hosts for the Stormlight Archives read-along hosted by Christy Lewis, and so we are going to have a live stream this Thursday. So I have maybe 5 more chapters to go before I can be ready for our live stream discussion. So I will be reading that throughout the week as well. I'm also listening to The Hiding Place on audiobook this week, and I'm also in the middle of The Return of the King. So I have a lot of books going right now. 4 books at once is usually a little bit much for me. That's definitely not standard. I'm actually more of a 1 book at a time kind of person, but it has not been going that way lately. So I don't know, maybe I'm becoming a multi-book reader. I wouldn't be mad about that, but as long as I can like keep up with everything, it should be fine. Also, if you're wondering why I'm so pink, I got sunburned a little bit, so ouch. I'm not sure which bingo challenges I'm going to complete today. I haven't really made a plan, but I have a couple ideas, at least for some of the easier challenges. Definitely listening to Bach either today or tomorrow. There's particularly an album that I want to listen to because, if some of you guys know, I'm a flute player, and there's an awesome Bach album by Marina Piccini, and she does the Bach flute sonatas but with guitar, which originally it's for harpsichord or piano accompaniment, but I love these arrangements with guitar. I would love to find a guitarist that I could play these with myself, but her recordings are fantastic. So I'm definitely going to be listening to this album to fulfill that challenge. I might buy myself some flowers. I have to go to the grocery store anyways, so maybe I'll pick up some flowers for our table. Eventually I want to do the candlelight dinner challenge because I think Julio would have fun with that too, and maybe we'll do like a fancy dinner date night at home kind of thing, so that would be fun. I like a lot of these challenges because they're very easy and accessible to do, and they aren't too involved, and also you can be really flexible with them. So props to the lovely ladies who created this bingo card. I'm going to have a lot of fun with this because I've never actually tried to complete one of these bingo cards for a readathon before. This is the first time I'm participating in that way, so I'm excited. It's gonna be a lot of fun. But this morning we're gonna go to breakfast. Once Julio is out of the shower, we're gonna go have a breakfast out, which will be a nice treat. All right, so we had some breakfast. Well, I had lunch, he had breakfast. But we are now going to be taking a walk at a really pretty park close to where we live, and figured we'd walk off our food a little bit. But so that is the first challenge that I am officially finishing, is to take a walk. So we will take you along a little bit and show you some of the scenery. It's a really pretty park, and it's beautiful today. It's actually not 100 degrees today, so
Nope.
We can be thankful for that.
77.
77 degrees. Yeah. When California is nice, it's really nice. You got a beautiful view up here.
Look at all those orange groves.
A lot of orange groves. So I don't know if you can see, but we found these hawks. Oh yeah, if I zoom in, you can kind of see. But we found these hawks on our walk. There's like a little family of them. There's two in the tree. There's another one flying around over there, but he's pretty cool.
Looking for some rodents.
Looking for some rodents. Looking for some
afternoon
lunch.
Snack.
Oh, it's lunchtime. They're looking for lunch. Dusty, are you okay? Are you having a rough morning? Are you having a case of the Mondays? Oh, it's so hard to be a doggy. Hi guys, so sorry I didn't really update you much on Sunday. I ended up working on some other projects, but I did get to read the first chapters of I Capture the Castle, and I'm already loving it. I love the voice of Cassandra. I also really love that it's told in a journal format. I love that she even remarks on like people coming into the room while she's writing and like being, you know, interrupted by this event or that event. And there's so much humor in the writing as well. I wasn't expecting that. She's very funny. The voice of Cassandra is very perceptive and clever and just very humorous. So I'm really liking it very much. I have a feeling this is just gonna be a 5-star. If I was gonna predict that now, I have a feeling this is gonna be awesome. I've spent the morning cleaning laundry, doing some habits that I had kind of let fall by the wayside a little bit, like learning Spanish. I'm in a weird like headspace of I'm on summer break now, but like not much has changed for me. I'm still at home. So I was working at home, and now I don't have to be working at home for, you know, the next month and a half or so. So I have all this time, and it's really easy to just kind of waste that time and like lay around my house and go on my phone and just not use the day very well. So I made a list of things I want to accomplish today because I realized that I need to write down goals for every day, so that way it doesn't feel like the day just slips by me and I don't know what happened to it. So even though I'm not really working right now, I'm trying to keep myself on like a semi schedule where I feel accomplished, because apparently I can't just relax. That's not in my DNA. Also, we're representing Harry Potter with some Harry Potter swag today. My shirt says Hogwarts wasn't hiring, so I teach muggles instead. I think I'm gonna have some lunch and read the next 3 chapters of I Capture the Castle, and I'm really excited about that. I need to read some Stormlight Archives today too. I need to read some Way of Kings. I want to do some of the bingo challenges. I want to go buy some flowers, and I also want to do the challenge afternoon tea, but I'm going to do a little twist on that because it is so hot right now. It's going to be probably 90 today or so, and so I'm going to get some boba tea while I'm out, and that'll be my afternoon tea. So I'm not having like, you know, hot British tea because it is just too hot outside for hot tea. So I'm gonna go get some boba tea. I also want to listen to Bach today. I want to listen to the album that I have been wanting to sit down and listen to. I also want to be doing something with my hands while I'm listening. So I think I will maybe do a page in my coloring book while I listen to it. That sounds like a nice relaxing afternoon, and then enjoy my boba tea at the same time. That just sounds like I'm living my best life right there. And then another easy one to knock out would probably be wear your favorite scent. which I have some perfumey kind of things, but I don't know which one's my favorite. I've never picked a favorite, so maybe we'll decide that together. Let's get to it, shall we? Okay, so we're gonna pick our favorite scent. I have a peach perfume. I have this one. I don't know how to describe it. It's just called Crush. I can't even really tell you what it smells like. I've used it a lot, but I can't think of what it smells like. We have this one, which is kind of like coconut pineapple, which is really nice. We have this one, which is, I guess, just kind of flowery. And then this is the sweet pea. A lot of these are from Bath and Body Works. So actually, I think my favorite one, I'm gonna have to go with the peach one. Yeah, I really like the peaches scent. So we're gonna pick this one for the favorite scent challenge. Hi guys, it's a bit later in the afternoon. Sorry if you can hear guitar playing. I'm guessing you can probably hear that, but Julio's playing guitar right now. But I finished the next chunk of I Capture the Castle, and I'm continuing to love it. I am really enjoying how we get to see the two sisters, Cassandra and Rose, how they interact together and how they're different from each other. I enjoy Cassandra's observations of her sister too, and like just how well she knows her sister. We've now met a couple of new characters, a few new male characters who have kind of made things more interesting for their lives. And then there's a really funny bit about a bear. That's all I'll say. But that part was great, and I'm just really loving the whole atmosphere of this book. I'm loving the whole vibe. So I'm done with my reading for today. It's about 3:30 in the afternoon. I decided I'm going to fulfill another challenge before I do anything else. I still need to go to the grocery store and get flowers and food, but I'm also going to sit down right now and listen to some Bach, which this is a particular album that I enjoy listening to very much. I'm going to listen to this album, and I'm going to color in my Enchanted Forest coloring book. I've had this forever. I've had this for like 5 years, which is a little bit of a situation because I'm not even halfway through it, but I'll turn you around so you can see what picture I'm working on. This is my current coloring book picture. You can see I've done a lot on this side and not this side. That's because I'm left-handed, and so I try not to like drag my hand in ink. So I usually work from this side over because as a lefty, that works for me. So I'm going to continue on, hopefully get some of this colored, and listen to some good music. Hey guys, it's Tuesday. I haven't really done anything as far as reading goes yet, but I did have a fairly productive morning. I went to the grocery store and I worked out for the first time in a little while. We won't say how long, but I did work out. I was trying to decide if I should go back to the gym now that they're open, but I think I'm still not going to, just because, yeah, there's a lot of germs there. So I'm not going back to my gym, but I did go outside. I got some fresh air and I did some jogging. Today I need to focus on doing some catch up with Way of Kings. I would like to maybe be caught up with where our live stream needs to be today. I think it would be nice to be done with that today, and then I can kind of like mull over my thoughts for the next couple days until our live stream on Thursday. So that'll probably be my priority, and then I will get to I Capture the Castle probably later. I think as far as challenges go, we're gonna bake a cake today. I got a lemon pound cake at the store, which sounds perfect and summery. So I think I'll at least do that. I still didn't get flowers. I keep meaning to get flowers. It hasn't happened. I need to get flowers. So maybe we'll get flowers and the bake a cake challenge. So I know a cake is definitely happening because a lemon cake just sounds amazing right now. I have kind of a headache today, and so I'm not feeling awesome. I may not vlog a ton today, but I definitely want to dedicate some serious reading time and knock out some of those things. So I will try to at least show you the cake if I finish it today. I really want some lemon cake right now. This is what we got. It looks pretty good. I think I have everything for it. I have eggs and butter and whatnot. The cake is in the oven. I already tasted the batter because of course I did, and I have a feeling it's gonna be amazing. It tastes really delicious and lemony. Well, the cake is all done. However, the glaze, I think I put a little too much water in the glaze mix, and so you can see the glaze is pooling in the corners of the cake. I'm hoping that doesn't affect how good it tastes though. So it should still taste good. It's just I have some like glaze that's just not staying on the cake. It's just like rolling off. But I think I might try a piece and then I will let you know. Well, I'm happy to report that even though it's not a very pretty cake, it is a tasty cake. And my cat agrees. My cat is trying to eat it too. You cannot have any cake. You are a cat. Cats do not eat cake. Hi guys, so it's about 3 o'clock on a Wednesday afternoon. I'm going to do some outdoor reading and pick up I Capture the Castle again, and I'm at a park. Hopefully I can find a nice shady bench because it's pretty warm out today. It's like 85 degrees or so, and I'm obviously a super white person and I will burn in the sun really badly. So I'm hoping I can find a shady park bench. I will be continuing reading from chapter 7. I didn't read yesterday from I Capture the Castle at all because I was finishing up my section from Way of Kings, and so I am excited to pick this back up. Also, I got boba again because I have a problem and I can't go 2 days without getting boba apparently. You know, I'm just living my best life. So let's go ahead and go find a shady spot. Hopefully there is one because it's pretty warm today. I think I made some friends. They've just been sleeping right next to me. They're so cute. Hey guys, so I finished chapters 7 and 8 while reading at the park. It was very nice. It made me realize that I need to go to parks and read more often because it's just nice to be somewhere other than my house right now. I don't know about you, but I'm a little bit sick of my house. I've just spent a lot of time there, as I'm sure most of you have as well. It was really nice. Chapters 7 and 8, let's see. Oh yes, so Stephen. Can we just talk about Stephen for a second and how wonderful Stephen is? Oh my goodness, Stephen. He's so sweet and sacrificial, and he's just like the most genuine little cinnamon roll of a man, and I really hope that he and Cassandra end up together, because if they don't, then what is the point of this book? Seriously. Just kidding, but I do really hope that they end up together because they are so sweet. Stephen is so sweet, and Cassandra is such a great voice to read from. She's just got like the perfect 17-year-old voice, but she also has this like biting cleverness to her, which I really appreciate, and you almost miss it sometimes how clever she is, but you definitely can appreciate it when you notice it. And she's just always got this like old soul, and she's very understanding of like everyone else, and the father figure in this book, she's just very like understanding and sweet to anyone else who's like having a hard time. She's very intuitive to what people are going through, and I just adore her, and I adore Stephen, and that's a match made in heaven right there. So that better happen or I'm gonna be upset. I'm headed back home to go feed my dogs And then I have Bible study tonight. We're actually going to meet in person for the first time. We're going to meet on the lawn though, outside, so we won't be in an enclosed space together, but we will be meeting in person. So I'm going to go home, maybe get another chapter or two read. It'd be nice to be caught up with the rest of the group since I am still a day behind. At least now I'm not 2 days behind. But yeah, I just wanted to tell you I'm loving this book so much. Stephen is maybe one of my favorite male characters that I've read from so far this year. Like, he even kind of competes with Gilbert for Man of Green Gables. You know, he's kind of even better than Gilbert, I'm thinking. So, I don't know, guys. He might be the book crush of the year. Hi, guys. It's, oh my gosh, what day is it? It's Thursday. And I'm still behind. I'm hoping to get caught up this morning. And then we also have our Storm Along 2020 live stream for our first chunk of The Way of Kings tonight. So I'm excited about that. I want to kind of do some Stormlight Archives review and just kind of go over everything that I've read, but I think I'll save that for a little later today and first start with this. And I think I need to be at like chapter 12. I'm only in the middle of chapter 9 right now, so I'm planning on getting caught up, and we'll see what else I end up doing today. I'm thinking of maybe taking a bath, a nighttime bath for one of the challenges late tonight. So that sounds nice. I have a bath bomb, I think, or two that I just have hung on to and haven't used, and I've lived in this house for like 3 years and I've never taken a bath while I've lived here. So apparently I don't do baths very much. So that would be a fun challenge, I think, to finish today. And we'll see what else. But I'm definitely going to catch up with everybody else so that way I don't get behind even more, because I hate being behind. But that's kind of the plan for the day. This is what happens when I sit down to read. I just get dog-piled. Got a dog here. I've got a dog apparently on my shoulder because he thinks he's a parrot. I don't know. So I got to the end of chapter 11. It's a little bit later, and I really liked the bit in chapter 11 when Cassandra is reflecting on Rose's change of status and how life is changing for Rose, and Cassandra kind of feeling nostalgic and wanting things to go back to the way they were, because change is hard, even though change in this case is really good for them and for their family. But Cassandra has this kind of longing for her sister and knowing their relationship as sisters will change. And I just thought that passage was a really well written and just very captured that feeling very well. And I think everyone's kind of been there as, people enter the next stage of their lives, and then you see other people that enter the next stage of their lives, and it's not going to be the same anymore. Even if some parts of it were bad and you wanted those things to change, there's still this kind of feeling of loss. And I just really enjoyed that passage from Cassandra. So, loving this book as always. And I have one more chapter till I'm caught up with everyone. But I might save it for reading while I take a bath tonight. I'm a little bit worried I will drop the book in the water. But maybe I should try it. I don't know, but I need to eat some lunch, I think, and then maybe I'll decide. This book is so sweet, and I love it. I just love it. New favorite for sure. I hope it continues to be, but I predict that it will be. It is a bit later in the day. We finished our first Storm Along live stream, and it was a lot of fun. Always fun chatting with everybody. And Julio went to the store while I was chatting, and he got flowers, and they're pretty red roses, so that is check on the bingo card. And he also, while I was chatting, made us a little something. What is it? Carnitas something?
Carnitas.
Carnitas.
Some salsa.
Yeah.
Some tortillas. Some refried beans.
So, ready for dinner. And I still have to read a chapter of I Capture the Castle to be caught up. And I will probably read chapter 12 while taking a luxurious bath. So we'll see. That'll be a whole other adventure. Hi guys, it's Friday morning. And actually it's not really morning, it's almost noon. It's time for lunch. But I sat down and I got through chapter 13. And this book is getting very interesting now. It's funny, in the Instagram group, everybody's kind of freaking out. Because we're like, what's happening? It's definitely taking an interesting turn, and I'm very annoyed with our main character at the moment. She's now starting to act like a 17-year-old girl, which she's so like intelligent and clever in her writing, and honestly I kind of forgot that she was a 17-year-old girl, and I do feel like now that's starting to be obvious in the events of the book. So we will see what happens. I hope she wises up a little bit. That's all I'll say about that. But I did really like some passages in here when she's reflecting. She's sitting in a church, and I thought there was a really interesting conversation between her and the vicar about religion. And then I also enjoy the bits where she reflects on Miss Blossom and kind of how she uses Miss Blossom to talk into her own life and to reveal things to her that, like, obviously she already knows, but she uses Miss Blossom, which is like the mannequin in their room. She uses Miss Blossom to like communicate things to herself, which I really enjoy that aspect. And yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm hoping it ends well. If it doesn't end in a certain way, I will be mad. I think I won't like the book as much, but we will see. We're very close to the end. I almost just want to finish it today instead of only read chapter 14 and then stop there. I don't know. We'll see if I can control myself, but oh, so close to the end. Could definitely finish it today, but we'll see. I can't decide what I want to do today. I want to maybe I have a gift card for Bath & Body Works that a student gave me, and so I thought of maybe going over there and buying a couple candles for a candlelight dinner tonight, which I am planning on doing. We're going to make chicken stuffed with like spinach and artichoke and cream cheese, and I've never made it before, so hopefully it comes out good. But we're going to do the candlelight dinner prompt. So I think maybe I'll go over to Bath & Body Works and find some candles if they're open. I actually don't even know if they're open. I'll have to find out that first. But that'd be a good way to also get the prompt that's, what is it? The prompt that says to buy something nice for yourself or wear something nice for yourself. But since I have a gift card, I figured that would be kind of a fun way to do it. So we'll see. I'm thinking that's what I'm going to do, but I have to check if the store is open first. So I am mistaken. Bath & Body Works is not open. They are closed. I just checked. I'm glad I checked before I went over there. But Julio and I are going to go get some lunch out just because it's a nice day, and that sounds nice. And we're tired of being at home. Been at home a lot. So I think we're going to venture out into the world and find some lunch. Is it so good? Hi guys, it's me again. It is much later and we are making dinner. I am making dinner, and we are planning on doing the candlelit dinner challenge, and I just wanted to pop in and show you what we're doing. We're making chicken stuffed with a spinach cream cheese artichoke dip, and also stuffed with bacon. So I'm gonna bring you around so you can see. So we've got our chicken prepped. This looks really disgusting right now, but it will be delicious, I hope. We're doing spinach, cream cheese. I threw some sun-dried tomatoes in there too, and artichokes, and then salt and pepper and some red pepper flakes. We've got some bacon, and then what I did was I cut some slits into the chicken, and so we're gonna stuff it with the mixture and with the bacon. So we'll see how this comes out. It sounds like a delicious idea in theory. If I did everything right, it should be delicious. Alright, so here's what they look like before they go into the oven. So here's what happened. The slits that I cut in the chicken, it just wasn't super easy to put the stuffing inside. So I kind of put it inside, but I also put it on top because I think the stuffing just looks really good and I think it's going to be extra tasty. So I just kind of put it on top. What I'm worried about is as it bakes, if it's all going to like run down. But even if it does, I think I'll be able to salvage it and still eat it, right? At least that's what I'm hoping. So, into the oven they go. So while I let those cook, I wanted to update you. I did finish up through chapter 14, and wow, the ending of chapter 14 is pretty intense. And I'm still really liking this book. I'm just uncertain of the direction it's taking, but I think everything's gonna end up okay in the end. I think this is just like the middle of the angst section of the book, and so I'm just kind of biting my fingernails, hoping that everything turns out okay. Also, I wanted to talk about the character of Rose briefly. I know a lot of people in the group right now, in the Instagram group, are very frustrated with Rose, and I am too. But also, because she is coming from poverty, you can also really understand her actions if you think like she is thinking as someone coming from poverty. But also it's like, girl, don't mess up your life even more. Like, you don't have to be miserable even though you're poor. But anyways, without being spoilery, those are my thoughts about that. So I kind of feel really, really bad for Rose, and I can kind of, I have a lot of empathy for her as a character. And Cassandra, I still want to slap her in the face. No, just kidding. I still like Cassandra. But I'm really hoping all the characters make the decisions that I want them to make, you know, because then everyone will end up happily ever after, or at least I hope. So those are my thoughts so far. 2 more chapters. Excited to finish it. And hopefully it will be a new favorite book of mine. I anticipate it will be. I really like it a lot. So while the chicken is cooking, I'm also going to, I think, make some Brussels sprouts, which I haven't really done before. So I'm going to hopefully make them in a way that they're yummy and not gross, but we'll see. It's a first time. This whole meal is a first time making it kind of meal. And then I think I'm also going to do some garlic knots, garlic bread on the side, which I bought earlier this week. So that should be a nice, well-rounded meal with your meat and your carbs and your veggies, sort of. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and let the chicken cook and start on the Brussels sprouts. Popping in like 2 seconds later, but Angie from Literary Labors in the chat just said, oh wait, it gets crazier in the last 2 chapters. And I think I might have to just finish this book tonight because I don't think I can wait to find out what happens. So I think we're finishing it tonight. Brussels sprouts are cooking. The chicken's baking and it's looking pretty decent. I just hope it cooks all the way through. It'd be really sad if it didn't, but it's cooking. And then this is what the garlic bread will, well, it looks like this now, but it'll look a lot more toasty in a little bit. We'll pop that in the toaster oven soon, but we're coming along. Food is being made. So this is what they look like post baking, and I realized that the top looks really burnt because I had to put them in a little extra long because the chicken just did not look cooked. Even this one, it's kind of pink on the side, not gonna lie. So I'm a little concerned about that one, but I think these ones are cooked. It's just the burnt cheese on the top, but I'm hoping that will actually taste good. Even though it doesn't look very pretty, hoping it tastes good because that's all that matters. Brussels sprouts. I put some garlic paste in there, but I think I put too much garlic. We'll see. I don't think Julio will like them because they're Brussels sprouts. I don't think it'll matter what I put on them. And then we have some delicious garlic bread. So, only one way to find out if it's good. We gotta taste it. Dinner is ready. Candle is lit. And Disney Plus is up. I think we're gonna watch Ant-Man because it's the next one in the Marvel Marvel Universe that we haven't watched yet. So, we'll let you know how the food is. I really hope this is good. It just looks terrible. The chicken does not look tasty, but I hope it is. I think it is. We'll find out. Also forgot to mention peach bellinis, which are an experiment. If you're wondering, this is the brand. Well, here goes nothing. Hi guys, it's Saturday morning, and I think I'm gonna end the vlog here today because I did finish the book and I want to wrap up my thoughts. There's still a couple challenges that I might finish today, but I probably will just take pictures of them for the Instagram feed and not vlog them because I do want to get this vlog up by Sunday. So we'll see if we can make that happen. But I did want to tell you my final thoughts about I Capture the Castle. Wow, so much happens in the last 2 chapters of this book. It was quite eventful. And I will say, it didn't end the way that I thought it would, and it didn't end the way that I wanted it to either. It definitely was a sadder ending than I expected. This book overall has that very like melancholy feel to it, and they even have a little passage in the book about the whole atmosphere of the castle and of this British way of life being more melancholy, and you definitely get that feeling by the end of this book. I can't blame this book for not being what I wanted it to be, because now that I see what the purpose of this book was and the life lessons behind it, I understand what it was going for. It just wasn't what I thought it was going to be, and it just defied my expectations quite a bit. But this is still a really good book, and I'm glad I read it. I still have a very heartwarming feeling when I think about this book, despite the ending not being what I wanted. So take that for what you will. I think I'm going to probably give this book 4 stars because I think it's still something I would reread. It's still worth reading. I would still recommend it to people, but it's more of a coming of age novel, which you can also kind of predict. You can see that coming. But by the end, you're like, okay, it was really a coming-of-age novel, and Cassandra is the one that learns a lot of lessons, and we see her growth, and it's really about her. There were characters in this book that I had wished had grown, particularly the father character. I just felt like we didn't get a lot of change from him, and I had wished that he would kind of like wake up a little bit and make some changes to his life, but it didn't really happen with him. And there were some other characters too that I felt that I wished had matured and grown in other ways, but it was definitely more about Cassandra growing. So I will take it for what it is. I can't fault the book for being something different than I expected. It was still a really good book. So I'm going to give this 4 stars. I would recommend it very highly. I hope you enjoyed this reading vlog and following me around for a week. A big thank you to all the ladies that put this readathon on because it was very fun. I had a lot of fun fulfilling the different challenges. I'd be curious to know if you've read this book, what you think of it, what are your thoughts? Do you love this book? I definitely like this book a lot. I'm trying to decide if I love it, but I definitely like it. Keep reading great books, and until next time, bye-bye.